Hugo, Scrawny, let's rock and roll.
That was a smooth handoff.
Yeah.
James is stepping his game up as the analysts plunge
a
little bit deeper, but it's all right. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Well, it should be fun, I think. I hope we don't see a decimation. I hope the 16-8, 69 score lines are correct, and it's not a little more confident than that. But maybe Fragsters are going in with confidence, Connor. As we just saw on the screen, Fragsters got an ace. Sorry, Torben got an ace on the knife round.
Yeah,
on,
and I mean, that means a lot.
Yeah. You know, confidence. I'm trying to look at the bright side. I'm trying to look at the bright side here.
There's
nothing else.
Something.
There's nothing else that I can say.
Yeah.
On the bright side for Fragsters, at least. I can go on the bright side for HellRaisers. This should be a pretty easy game for them. That's all I'm gonna. That's all I'm gonna say. Really.
It's one of those situations where, unfortunately, in a BO3, where like the map pool just doesn't stretch that far for Fragsters.
I mean, the map pool doesn't make a difference. Is more the thing I'm thinking about. Like I think you could put this game on any 3 maps and HellRaisers would still win. Any combination of maps.
Even canals.
Even canals.
Wow. You're confident.
Something. Yeah. I'm sure they are as well after taking that first, going into the second map here. Dust just hobbled in by Dust.
On 1 foot.
Yeah, on 1 foot. Either way. We should be getting into this one pretty quickly as well. So HellRaisers kicking things off on the T side, and that'll be good to see as well. We saw Fragsters start on the T side of Train, and that didn't really go too well, to be honest. So to see them actually get a chance of starting on the favoured side is something hopeful, maybe, for Fragsters. Yeah. But again, that can be dangerous because HellRaisers were getting to control the pace. We saw how dangerous that was in the latter part of Train.
And HellRaisers just on overpass, right? Like I believe it was Red Reserve we watched them play it yesterday versus. It was 16-1, and there was plenty of opportunities for Red Reserve. HellRaisers would happily give up bomb sites. They'd happily allow for the other team to think they had an opening somewhere, and then just so consistently, so confidently go for the retakes and shut them down. Anything that they gave was simply to bolster confidence, and then they just smushed them like a bug. So we shall see if the Fragsters have hope or any kind of a chance. It's actually HellRaisers on the T side, which does make sense. The CT side is where Fragsters will choose to start off. And I love this pistol setup. I'm starting to see it more and more often, with 3 players sitting outside connector. Most importantly, Dragonfly on that close corner. The players in bathroom draw you into it, but unfortunately, the terrorists have gone elsewhere. They've headed out towards the B site. Angel's already starting to shut down the flank, which was a little too fast for its own good. Refresh trades for 1, but if he dies now, then they could just straight double back into the A site. And you can see the players on B towards Graffiti, not quite sure where they should go. So they're going to continue to split.
And Bondic's still here as well. That's splitting the defense of the CT side because Starvin still sticks around to try and take down this final player. Bondic is playing this so damn well, but the issue is he doesn't know he's being flanked, and that's drawn HellRaisers down back towards B. Stown's going to get that kill, and now he can actually shut this whole operation down. Second shot to Issa from Stown, and he's in a one-on-one on the site while he waits for his teammate to rotate back in. Devfox has to force a kill right now, but Stown saves the day. What a pistol round to win.
That's incredible. So well done. I mean, the reason he stuck around is because I feel like he must have seen Bondic cross from short. And obviously, in your mind, the ability to rotate as a terrorist on overpass is always going to be there, right? Sure, you've lost the top of connector. They could have charged towards the A site, but with Bondic committed to B and not trying to force his way towards Graffiti, that would have indicated the A hit if Bondic tried to continue on. But the fact that Bondic plays the role of an anchor and just hides inside the water kind of lets Stown do his own thing. He goes exploring for the frag and then comes up with 3 headshots. So solid stuff from the young gun. Greatly done. Fragsters will pick up their pistol, but they also won both pistols on Train. So what does this really mean? Can HellRaisers bounce back a 3rd time in a row?
Surely not on overpass, right? This is a very difficult one to actually pick up these pistol rounds, but they will trade 1 for 1 at the very least. It's going to be Refresh coming back in, but there we go. Guns dropped, guns littering the floor, in fact. And Fragsters 2 men down at only the price of 1 taking from HellRaisers. Flash around the corner as well. Dragonfly turns away, and Angel, he's just 1 step ahead of the game. He just knows exactly what's going on. It's got to be a big individual effort from Stown once again. He's got a rifle to play with, but how much more can he do? Plenty of damage to Angel, but again, he's still alone on this bomb site, waiting for Torben to rotate back up to bring support. He'll decide to push down through short. Actually, Smoke going back down again, but this is on the edge of it as well. Stown doing damage, but he'll just get shot through the smoke. And with that, that should signal the end of the round. Surely Torben can't find a 1v4.
You'd think not, but Issa and Angel are pretty tagged up. He's got the smoke in the kit as well. He's got time playing into his hand, right? HellRaisers aren't going anywhere. They will commit to him. And Issa's on the forefront. These first two players could be easily picked up if Issa didn't have aim. And he's definitely got that in his repertoire. HellRaisers 3 for 3 on the force buys following pistols.
Yeah, that is... I mean, that's a worry for HellRaisers anyway. They've lost every pistol. Like, I know it doesn't matter, and you can, you know, there's a common thing of when you say, you know, even if you lose a game, there's even if you win a game, there's still problems. There's still things to look back on and go, okay, we need to fix this. If HellRaisers want to take anything away from this match, it's pistols. They need to work on their pistols, because the force buys are great, but they wouldn't have to be force buying if they actually won their pistol rounds anyway. And you can't always pick up the force buys. So
Not always.
Forcing themselves up in response.
Yeah, already losing bodies though. I mean, they go for a much more aggressive stance. They try to go clear out through monster, and when they don't see any contact, they maybe assume it's safe to keep on going. But it's never safe, Hugo.
No.
That would be false confidence. There's danger looming around every corner in life.
A man down. And HellRaisers still sat outside of B with the bomb as well. Woxic's really the only worry, but his job is just to hold rotations right now. He's just trying to cut this off. If Fragsters go down the connector, he can do the damage. Starn spotted towards B, so he gets aggressive on short to try and counteract that fact, but Angel's ready and waiting, and he'll win natural. Woxic catches one of the rotations as well, and the other man's already backed off. They're both in the CT spawn, in fact. Fragsters given up both sites, and HellRaisers have taken the bomb down with not even a shred of damage being done to this T side. They may not expect this close position from Torben, but actually Bondic checking it. There we go. Does reconsider, but he gets it anyway. And with that, the round seemingly done. In fact, flawless as well. 3 kills from Bondic, and yeah, that's it. HellRaisers take it. They don't allow the counter force to come in for Fragsters, and that will be the 2-1 taken on the T side.
I'm very worried for Fragsters, as I think we should be, right? It's like it's unfortunate because I would love to paint a picture of these lesser experienced players coming into this weekend and being able to cause upsets, and they have, right? We have to remember that. Like as
maybe VP. Yeah.
No matter the outcome of this, if HellRaisers completely stomped them, 16-1, destroyed, and left exposed, then it's okay. They've already beat Virtus Pro on LAN in a BO3. It's something to have accomplished, and they're still the losers bracket, and you're not expected to beat HellRaisers on overpass. But I would love a close fight. We'd love for them to exceed our expectations, but they are just so pinched into connector right now. They went for the 5-man stack, and they are taken aback. The corpses pile up, and someone wants to sit on top of them.
It will be HellRaisers sitting on top of this entire game so far. 3-1 up. We have the buy-in for Fragsters with the AWP as well. Had a lot of impact on Train. Let's take that into account. Dragonfly and Torben, in fact, both looked very good on that previous map. Stun had his impact as well. The hard hitters for the team. But can they do it again is the question. And can they get a little bit more done as well? As HellRaisers, they don't have an AWP to counter this, so there's something in it for Dragonfly as he heads down towards that B bomb site, potentially goes for this monster peak. But Bondic, oh, looked like he may have run right through there. That would have been dangerous. He's just going to hold on for the time being. The aggression from Dragonfly comes in instead, just trying to take a challenge, but no one giving him any opening here from HellRaisers. They are just set outside a party and playground, and a very passive, yeah, I love it, right?
It's so ridiculous. Like, that's just a thing. Yeah. You can do it on both sides, too. Like, it's just common practice on overpass. Focus your inner cheat.
But HellRaisers waiting for aggression very early on. They just sat really passive, and now they've actually settled into their default after about 40 seconds. So knowing the Fragsters aren't getting aggressive, they're going to have to force the next play. And in fact, they have done damage to Dragonfly down on B, so that's something at least.
Filling out the A side as well. You don't want to give away too much real estate as the counter-terrorist side on overpass. So you got to go for the information, and that's what we do see Torben doing. Working his way back towards upper bathrooms, but Angel, he dodges the quick flip from Dragonfly. And Bondic, well, he'll get himself as one as well. Bubsky will double back, cutting off the middle of the map. But in fact, there's a player over here on long. There's 2 of them, and they take him by surprise. 4 versus 1 situation, and Refresh knows this one's over. Pack it up, call it quits, try and save your gun.
Yeah, HellRaisers have won the round at this point, but the issue is there's still a man outside of B just lurking. So if Refresher gets aggressive and tries to save in the T spawn, a very common spot to do so, Bondic's going to be able to kill him, you would imagine.
This is such a dirtbag move.
Yeah, it's
from
horrible,
Bondic,
right?
man.
They just planted A and he's still in T-spawn. Like, come on, give Refresh a break.
Come here.
That's so mean.
He's got him.
Is that bullying?
Probably.
Well, another round on the board for HellRaisers taken 4-1 up. No signs of them stopping as well with a near flawless one. Only losing Dead Fox.
It's okay, Hugo. Bullying builds character. You turned out all right.
Yeah, and I've bullied you loads of times.
Yeah. The truth hurts. We've got a tactical pause. Intently listening to the players on their left. The coach from Fragsters is actually quite vocal. So nice to see that they've got that little bit of, you know, a little backbone behind them. Some supporting staff. Whether or not he has the solution to what is just a fantastic team for overpass, that's the whole other problem, right?
Yeah.
Vladislav Nechiporchuk sitting back towards the club door, closes her out.
I went there the other day and I didn't hear any music. Has it been removed or
No,
my sound just too low?
No, you just don't know how to have fun.
Yeah, true. I'm more about the silent disco, Connor, as you know. The raves. But Fragsters, they're on a bit of a rave here up in toilets. 3 players with the pistols, 1 towards connector. This will be plenty of information for Bubsky if he survives long enough to give it to his team, because he's going to be overwhelmed here. The Molotov forces him up the stairs, and he actually gets out of that alive. With no one splitting playground as well, means that he's actually not going to get taken down. Can retreat to join this party in the toilets. But HellRaisers, again, same as a pistol. They ran up a connector, they looked up at this A bomb site, and then they ran right back down to B. Will they do the same again? That's a no. So they do walk to the stack. Issa not getting taken down, and you can't miss when you're up against Issa. He will respond straight away. The gun getting blown out of the face. So Dragonfly can't pick it up, and the flashbang will assist in the kill for Issa. Everyone getting mown down once again, as you would expect on a round like this.
Yeah, but Torben's going to try to sneak his way back into the gunfight. Might strike by surprise, but he's going to hear Woxic coming forward. Woxic dodges the shots long enough to trade straight back. Obviously, Bondic comes in response, but Stavin's actually snuck his way forward. Not that he'll catch them off guard. HellRaisers going through the motions, clearing the hurdles, mounting an offense that is just overwhelming at this point. I mean, it's fair to say, Fragsters are just outclassed here.
This was the difficulty, right? Like we said before the game, you know, I want to see Fragsters CT side because we didn't really get enough of that on train. But then again, I also am worried about Fragsters having to play HellRaisers T side, which is just so explosive and so confident. They know exactly what they want to do. So, yeah, that can always be difficult. We're going to need something here from the Danes, and it's got to start soon. Again, the AWPs are back in play. If that means anything at this point, Bubsky boosted, spray through the smoke with the nade as well, but it won't find a kill. They still commit to this boost as well. Very, very ballsy with that smoke down, but as that starts to fade, there's no way they can continue to hold this on because it's such an awkward angle. If anyone walks around that corner from HellRaisers, yeah, Fragsters lose that gunfight every single time, so they don't want to commit to that. The smoke luckily just landing. Looked like he could have hit his teammate there. As now HellRaisers set their sights on the A-bomb site for the time being. Dragonfly still posted on along with the AWP as well. Actually a reboost coming back in the toilets. I like this from Fragsters. Throw it in. Why not? Give it a go.
Refresh trying to spot something, but they've seen nothing at all. Looked like HellRaisers were actually going to try to throw a little bit of long presence into the equation for this round. Something we haven't seen them do all too much. But a redeployed smoke and a lingering Dragonfly could be the key for the CTs. He misses a shot, though. That's crucial. Luckily, Bubsky's here to peek out. Does drop Dead Fox eventually, but dishing out the damage is Dead Fox in the process. You can see the HP there for Fragsters quite low on 3 of their players, but it's the B site that will now be contested. It's down in Torben, side by side. Trying to shut down this initial push, getting aggressive, looking to the forefront. The flashes are fantastic. It actually separates the T's, although they will still trade as Bondic hits the head. Angel's good for 1, and Bubsky has arrived already, but Woxic's got the response. He locks it with the first 8 seconds. He needs to plant. He's got the flick to do it. Now he needs the kill. He's going to chase Refresh up close. He won't get it, though. Aha! Fragsters. They found another.
I mean, yeah, damn close though, at the very least. So no money made for Fragsters after that victory. It's going to be difficult to buy back up. The AWP at least is going to be kept on, but HellRaisers have a plethora of cash to fall back on. 10k before the buy on the majority of these players. In fact, some with more. Yeah, so even almost maxed out. So buy's going to be good for a few more rounds to come. As Fragsters try to double down and try not to get this reset into their face. As HellRaisers, again, quick towards connector. They have been consistently. Dead Fox holding on to the playground. And with that, Fragsters get aggressive on long. So actually, this could be a round where they manage to isolate these two players stuck in the playground. Well, they won't get the bomb from that. If they can find a couple of early kills, put Fragsters in a good spot, that'd be nice. But you can see HellRaisers are so expectant of this. They just hold back passive and wait. Refresh also up in the playground as well.
Pronounce that word on top.
Adventisch Spielerplatz. I can't, no. My German's not too good.
Refresh on the party. Gets it started. Headshot to Dead Fox. And there we go. All of a sudden, these CTs that have been sitting on the cusp of long A strike in a moment's notice. HellRaisers down by 3. Now just 1 T standing. Angel all alone. He's got connector in his pocket. With a smoke and a flash, he's trying to create a little bit of space to play off of. I mean, 45 seconds is enough time. And he does get himself outwards, but he doesn't catch Stown. And so Fragsters win another. This is what we've seen. I mean, remember back on Train, right? The pistol win, followed by 5 straight rounds. And then we saw that little re-emergence of Fragsters. We saw a little mid-round success from the Danes. Are they going to do it again? They haven't cracked the cache of HellRaisers, and they haven't really built bank up themselves, but they're at least surviving. They've got a lifeline now.
An opportunity presents itself if Fragsters can reach out and grab it. But HellRaisers, I mean, they've been putting a lot of pressure on A. I think if we just see HellRaisers just dart into B, it could probably just overwhelm Fragsters, catch them off guard. But this time, HellRaisers don't give Fragsters the time to set up with that aggressive play. They just run up towards Toilet. Dead Fox into the smoke. He does win that duel somehow. Don't ask me, because I have no idea. But luckily enough, traded back. Look at Angel, though. He's on sight. And the flashbangs just allowed him to kill Bubsky. No idea he was that close up, and I do not blame him. But they're still sandwiched in between Dragonfly, who's up on long. Got a lot of players to deal with here, but he will step up. Big kill to Issa. Knows he's getting flanked from the A site in the meantime as well, so he just tries to stay that nuisance. Knows there was one more on long, but he won't spot the head of Woxic and will get pincered from the back line as Angel shuts him down from the site, leaving 2 left to retake.
Torben's going to get outwards, and he hasn't had the trade just yet, but Angel will cut them down 1 by 1. He stops that retake attempt, and HellRaisers now have put Fragsters in a bit of a pickle. Because they don't have all that much cash. They're going to... Go on.
I was going to say, even though they kept 4 players alive in that previous round as well.
That's a valid point, Hugo.
It's all gone.
Certainly worth bringing up.
Thank you.
Did they force, though? No. I like that, actually. I mean, you're not that far behind. You can still very much try to make this half even as can be. And with enough money in your pockets, you just let this one slip. Let it slide. And then find a buy earlier than not. However... they're going to get picked to pieces, so one would assume 3 frags with nothing and an AK retrieved. What has happened? We do have damage control in the process, though. HellRaisers need to swing this back. They had no excuse to lose this round. It was vanilla pistols. And now it's 2 AKs for Fragsters, 2 terrorists for HellRaisers still standing. And the bomb's going to wrap around. Bondic should have the backside of the man jumping, caught off guard. Even keel, but the T's separated for now. They're going to want to group up and try to play the trades in order to reel back what could be a catastrophe and a very real opening for Fragsters.
Very real opening for Dragonfly, but Woxic just trained on the back line. Does not allow that flank to come through. That could have been a 1-for-1 that allowed Fragsters to pick up this round, but now it's going to be a difficult scenario. Bubsky in a 1-on-2. I'd say a round you definitely go for, but the issue is he's stuck on B, just trying to hold that connector rotate. When the bomb goes down, yeah, he's going to move quickly. He knows he needs to. No kit to play with, no utility, and nothing to flush HellRaisers out. They're just going to back off towards long together, and with an open plant as well. Oh, he's going to meet in the middle. They might not expect this. Woxic comes round, but the pistol is in play, and that's 3 kills from the man himself to keep this round intact for HellRaisers, but there was definitely some casualty there that shouldn't have happened. A good stack nonetheless from Fragsters.
Yeah, I mean, I like it, right? Even when you have little to work with, try to make the most of it.
Yeah.
They did, Hugo. They dealt the damage. Obviously still a nice little chunk of change for HellRaisers to play off of, and that's the nature of such a successful opening 10 rounds. Ooh, HellRaisers might be looking to pick up the pace. I mean, they should assume that Fragsters are coming back in with a buy. And sometimes it's always best to just throw a Hail Mary, catch them outside of the comfort zone. Ooh. But Dead Fox dead to rights. Bubsky just instantly nails him. And while Issa's found the trade already, these CTs are trying to rotate downwards from both behind Monster and Connector. Torben's good for one and Stown the same. 3 versus 2, but Angel, well, he will reel things back in. The one problem is Bomb has hit the dirt.
And the flank is coming as well. Refresh has wrapped his way around Monster, leaving Angel again sandwiched between 2. Although he's had a great game so far, sitting at the top of the team with 14 kills. What more can he find? It's one man down the bottom. Already wrapped all the way back round. He's going for the flank to regroup with Starvin, who is going to be okay with giving away the plant here and playing for the retake, but they don't have a kit in hand. I imagine there's one on the site somewhere. As Angel looks to get aggressive here, just challenging Starvin, trying to take the 1v1, knowing he could have been flanked at any one point, and Angel clearly didn't care that much about that. He let off a little giggle after losing the round, but that's Fragsters with another one, Connor. Another opportunity taken by the Danes. A 4th round on the CT side. Bit by bit, they're picking it up.
Yeah, and obviously they've now kind of, curbed HellRaisers a little bit more, because we initially saw the HellRaisers win 5 rounds in a row. This time it's only 2 before it gets responded upon. Fragsters, solid purchase. They've got a chance. I mean, they won't have an opt duel versus that of Woxic, but where does Woxic get off to? He will hold the bomb patiently back behind the spawn, waiting for Fragsters to overextend. But while they did initially look for a clash towards Fountain, they don't want to gamble it. Some of them probably too young to gamble, if I'm being honest. But if you enjoy gambling, make sure you head over to bets.net for all of your needs.
If you're old enough. But HellRaisers up towards the A site again. Again, we've not seen too much pressure on B apart from that one previous round. And that's not going to change as well. Angel just holds off that rotate in case Fragsters do look to take control of B short. Won't be the case. HellRaisers sending everyone up long, in fact. And there's actually a good setup as well, because Fragsters, as you mentioned, Connor, don't have an AWP, so they can't actually stop this in any way, shape, or form. Bondic just walks up B short and kills Starvin. And that's going to really upset things now, because Fragsters might have to rotate a man down through B. Refresh going to get aggressive through the toilets, and will Angel realize this? Because now he's got a man behind him. He's getting completely played. Refresh coming in. Angel somehow Spidey senses tingling, but he won't hit the shot. Dragonfly now on the site has to hold up against the long push, because there's 28 seconds left on the clock, and this push has to come through. Issa through the flames, and Dragonfly takes 2. Him and Dead Fox drop to the ground, and Woxic now stuck in a clutch with no time and no possibility.
Yeah, but he gets himself a clean headshot at the very least. We'll swap to the M4 as he works his way inwards. Swaps to the AK, 3rd time's the charm. He's actually got enough time to go for the plant if he were to throw it right now, but he doesn't.
I mean, not expecting them to be playing so passive. There was a man pushed down long on the flank, and the other guy up CT spawn who just killed him was, obviously heard by that rotation. So fair enough from Woxic not wanting to plant, just looking to do damage instead. He knew that, obviously, there's a very likely chance there's a man hiding on the site somewhere to take him down if he does get that plant in. So, yeah, a risk reward for Woxic. It won't quite work out. And now we see Fragsters starting to pick up the pace, kind of get themselves back into this game, which is always a nice sign, because HellRaisers down on pistols now, a full eco, gives Fragsters the opportunity to find 6.
Yep, you're absolutely right. 2 P250s and a Deagle is all the HellRaisers will have to work with. It is bare bones minimum. Their chances have been sucked dry. And there is an MC7 in play, of course, from Fragster, so that's looking to cultivate the cash. Where is it, actually? It's over here towards the A site, where, in fact, HellRaisers do head in numbers. At least initially, right? You're going to feel at that bathroom's control. Sometimes as a CT side, it's in gun rounds very crucial to actually push your way forward, because you don't want all these pistols to get very close to the bomb site where they have a chance to just instantly swarm you and catch you off guard. Now that's, of course, if you're in a 4v4 type situation or something along those lines, but with 3 CTs on the bomb site, Kevlard and gunned up, they should be good to go. And so far, so good.
Gunned up for Fragsters, gunned down for HellRaisers. They are getting wrecked. No kills, no damage done. There's 2 players left up for this T side to try and make something happen. Dragonfly gets aggressive. Bondic tries to swap out his pistol, but he just gets dropped. flawless for Fragsters. Definitely what they needed there, and actually putting up a bit of a fight in these last few rounds, which has again been nice to see, because it was a bit of a worry if HellRaisers would just dominate this team. So now we head into the last couple of rounds of the half, and the winner of this was probably going to have a pretty good chance of taking the last one as well, because obviously if Fragsters win this, HellRaisers are forcing for the final round of the half.
Yeah, considering that we have a 1 round differential to the board here, if you look at the kill difference between these two teams, it's pretty massive, wild, man. Like, HellRaisers are just so much more on the kill feed. But at the end of the day, the scoreboard's what matters most. And at this current moment, we're possibly looking at Fragsters tying things up at 7 rounds apiece, going into what will be the final round of the first half. Refresh, peeking around the corner, caught the old 1-2 swap. And now Dragonfly, well, he wants his response, but he would really love for that player to extend outwards. And he does eventually, convincing him to fall off because he sits on 6 HP. And Dragonfly does not shy away from a duel. Nay, he takes it.
But look at Angel and look at Woxic as well. They've just walked onto the A bomb site with all this commotion down on long. Fragsters have given up the site, and still B is being pressured to keep these CTs here, to keep this round in check. The bomb will go down and they'll just back off, to be honest. They can just go back towards a connector.
No, that bomb's coming down to B.
Oh, this is sick. This is really, I mean, it's not even needed because Bondic finds another opening kill, but you're right, the wrap in through the spawn from HellRaisers. Look at Angel and Woxic's positioning. I mean, at this point, it's null and void.
Yeah.
But that could have been really good.
Could have been sick. It's one of those instances where the players inside of Short, Issa, and Bondic are just creating such a distraction for Fragsters that it's a guarantee if Angel and Issa come down from heaven, they've got them dead to rights. And then, worst case scenario, if Fragsters do decide to push forward and try to take that B control, you can either re-divert back to the A site or then just trade out on your frags.
The funniest part about this is now the bomb's down and Fragsters still actually didn't know it wrapped through the spawn. They must have just thought it walked out Monster or Short because it went down on B and they never even saw the CT players of Angel or Woxic. So funny thing there, Fragsters watch this game back, and I'm sure they will. They'll be like, "Wow, okay, we probably got quite lucky there."
Yeah, in their minds, guys, we almost had that round. Okay, don't let it.
How do we let them into B? How do we let them into B?
They're so screwed.
Even if they killed those 2 guys on Short, they would have lost the round anyway. Because that flank, you're never going to expect that. If you walk over A with a bomb and still flank down to B, you're always going to win that round. So HellRaisers take it, and actually that's the best situation because then we have a bye for both teams in the final round of the half. Although limitations for Fragsters. No AWP, it's a scout. No rifle on refresh, it's a UMP. And only 1 kit alongside very limited utility means that this is definitely looking better for that of HellRaisers.
Although we've seen Fragsters make magic happen with far less.
In the toilet specifically.
So magic tends to happen on overpass. Close quarters combat with those pistols, and now in this case upgraded guns, but Woxic wins the duel. Dragonfly is clipped. His wings snapped backwards as Bubsky and Stown still just reside within this, and Dead Fox could be drawn inwards, not realizing that he is open for the taking. Luckily for HellRaisers, Woxic still finding impact with that op. He wants himself a 3rd, but he hasn't been given that opportunity just yet. In fact, with the bomb down towards spawn, HellRaisers will just need to double backwards. They haven't cleared out connector either, so they don't know if that quicker rotation is open for the taking, when in fact it really is. Fragsters have still 1 player positioned in the bathrooms, now kind of going on a bit of an excursion here, clearing out what was given up from HellRaisers, and if he clears connector, then he knows it's a dedicated B push.
Yeah, this is all the information Fragsters need to work with in this round, but can they hit the shots to make up for it? It's a no. Caught with his nade out, Torben's dead. Starvin caught, also rotating down that connector, and it's just Bubsky and a 1v3 on the site. Not going to happen. HellRaisers take the half in their favor, 9-6. A fight put up by Fragsters, a couple of rounds here and there, but will it be enough for that second half, Connor?
Well, I mean, HellRaisers are probably going to lose the pistol and then upset.
And then win the force buy, yeah. Happened 3 out of 3 times.
I mean, let's go for 4 for 4. I'm a big fan of consistency.
A gambling man.
If you can consistently lose versus force buy, I guess it's impressive.
Yeah. Impressively bad, but still impressive. Well, let's see if HellRaisers can break their curse and take a pistol round, or if Fragsters will again pull it back from multiple 5-on-3s that they have been in, on train specifically. But utility up in the hands of Fragsters, and HellRaisers just going full armor here. The T's not going for a quick B plane, so they'll take control towards connector and actually walk up to A with that bomb. Aggressive positioning from HellRaisers to try and counteract this, and they'll go settle back to connector. Woxic won't. He won't be settling for anything but death, in fact, as Torben catches him. Maybe history is repeating itself.
It tends to. Angel tries to get something done, but instead he's dead. Flashbang's fantastic. Dead Fox falls off, and HellRaisers rotate upwards. But Fragsters now have not only a two-man advantage, the entirety control of connector, they still have utility for their execute, they still have 4 players on near 100 health. I mean,
yeah,
it's theirs to take.
It's looking good.
But HellRaisers tend to scare me. Never going to write them off. They do go for a push forward where they find Stown hiding in the corner, cowering, although successful, and that's what matters most. Issa would need the 1v5 pistol ace. And I don't know about that.
Nah, he's good. He's not that good. Fragsters have the B site.
That's pretty dismissive, man.
I'm sorry for not being optimistic and assuming he can win this round, Connor.
It's okay.
I'll apologize to him personally. I'll write him a letter.
You should.
Either way, Fragsters being able to pick up their 4th pistol with this best of 2, or best of 3, sorry. Second map. So all pistols are theirs, but again, I really want to see if HellRaisers can make this happen again on that force buy. It's probably just looking to save his armor, because again, that means he can upgrade it to head armor for only the cheap discounted price of $350.
That's not bad.
It's a good discount.
Quite a bargain.
Yeah.
I mean, considering all your friends are dead.
He actually lost 4 health there, so forget all of that.
Oh, cheap helmet. Not a consolidation prize.
Crowd also on the HellRaisers side, as you would assume here in Ukraine. Not only a Ukrainian org, but 2 players.
Yeah, very true.
History rooted in the CIS region. So let's see if HellRaisers can come back in with a big buy and, well, keep things in their favor. Or will Fragsters manage to make it 9-9 and bring this game closer than we could have expected?
Going for 4. They will try to position 2 players up towards the bathrooms, but remember, Woxic's got the scout on long, and he initially hits the tag shot, dealing a lot of damage, but they haven't traded those frags right away until finally Dead Fox gets 1, and in fact, they do clear 2, but Dragonfly's tagged up already. Torben and Stown on full bars of HP. Because Issa and Bondik are so far retreated into the depths of which they came, there will be no weapons retrieved for the CT side. That's going to be a crucial factor as they try to clutch this out.
Finally looking up for Fragsters with every player on a rifle. At least there's something. But will they walk to the right bomb site? Because HellRaisers is stacking here. It's the risk-reward.
Push connector. That would be my call if I was on HellRaisers right now, because you're sitting on the B site, you feel nothing. It's very easy with pistols to control short water, right? You get a lot of close quarters engagements. If anybody comes out B, they've got to push in through the door. Although, they are still pulling this into a false sense of confidence. If these terrorists all pile up, Hugo, they could be dead.
Uh-oh. And Bondik's spotting as well. This is close on the corner. Probably should be playing different positions considering the guns, but Bondik gets it done from a range. It's so close with a deagle, and here it is, a 1v1 to try and pick up the force buy. HellRaiser's not going to do it. It's Torben with 3 to keep things in check for Fragsters. Connor, it may come down to the wire, but they still pick it up. Finally, a conversion round from Fragsters.
The curse is broken.
Yay! Do they win the game now? And you said I'm dismissive.
It's a bit of a stretch. But actually, it's really
look at this.
It's really not much of a stretch. Now this, okay, we're getting a little wild.
I don't know
boys.
about this.
Like, I know you should be confident on your map pick. HellRaisers are individually skilled and are more established, but I mean, you call me dismissive.
Yeah.
Like, that is the ultimate BM. Like, let's just go for the CZ scout buy yet again. They know that the economy is low. They know that if they win this round, then they certainly have Fragsters against the ropes. However, there's a lot of utility to try to work against, and Dead Fox can't retreat. He's just caught out into the open, and the one gun already hits the dirt. Walks it at a distance? I hate the CZ.
I hate that gun. Nah, that shouldn't happen. Somehow does. Bubsky's dead, and 2 other guys are tagged up as well. Fragsters haven't got a clean round ahead of them, I don't think. Guns being thrown out the map. Oh, no, that's a mystery, Connor. They don't know they forced because that's an AK chucked out the map. Luckily, the MAC-10 will actually work, but Woxic had no armor there. He was saving for the AWP. Now it's 3 armored players back up. As I definitely disagree with dropping the AK out there, but again, when you think you're up against full eco, like it does make some sense. And technically, apart from the scout and the armorless Woxic, they haven't seen anyone. So, you could still give them the benefit of the doubt for that decision. As Fragsters set up outside of B. And that is again where HellRaisers have 2 players ready and waiting.
Issa's in a very powerful position. I love putting pistols in this portion of the map. It's the best place for them, I'd say. Now, Bondic throws out the grenade. That's going to convince Dragonfly back, and he's got him dead. Angel, he's going to be spotting bodies. Issa's going to double backwards. Angel and Issa get 2. No way! They go a step above and beyond. They don't win in the 2nd round, Hugo. They force in the 3rd.
I think that's on me, though. I said, finally, Fragsters find a conversion.
We said it. We broke the curse.
Oh, they broke the... No, they didn't.
No. We're just dealing with stronger black magic.
That still counts for HellRaisers, I'd say. That's yeah.
Oh, and then again, right, this was what HellRaisers wanted. This is what they've net themselves. Fragsters, because they were pushed into a 1v1 situation and then lost that last one, this is what they get. This is the result of all of their trials and tribulations. Their efforts get them an AK ump and 3 pistols.
And the worst part about that is if HellRaisers lose that round, Fragsters are in this game massively, but now they've got to rush B with just a force by Bondic shutting it down, and Issa going to be joining as well. Everyone having a little bit of impact, everyone taking a kill, and it will be a flawless round from HellRaisers on the B side. Connor, when you see those force buys like multiple rounds in a row after losing pistol, it's usually when you're in a heavy lead and you have rounds to fall back on. For them to do that at 9-8 was pretty ballsy of HellRaisers, but I've got to say, it's worked out.
I mean, they saw an opportunity, they had the confidence to go for it, and clearly they have the skill to back it up.
Yeah.
It's just great position and great setups, right? Even think back to the way that they kind of curbed Fragsters into that B bomb site when they were force bought into the 3rd round, right? It's crucial that Bondic wins his duel on A site. That could have changed everything. But when that happens, you know Issa's, again, controlling all of short. So connector's not a problem, short's not a problem. They've got to move up that ramp, and then Angel with Issa there had the crossfire set. So it's really good crossfires, really good positioning, fantastic setups, and even better aim. Woxic with 3. Maybe the 4th.
No.
The no-scope doesn't connect, and Refresh will punish him with at least 1 frag, doubling down to Dead Fox, creating a bit of a shake-up here in the bathrooms, but he's dead now, surely, one would think. He's not going out without a fight. He's got 3 frags. Ismail Ali has something to say.
And HellRaisers instantly slow down after that. They do not want to fight anymore. Don't give him the opportunity, as they just hold on safely, waiting for him to make the next move. They don't want to walk into his crosshair, especially if he's not showing any presence. They don't know where he is. He could be anywhere right now. He's had the time to rotate if needed. So he'll walk up towards B. Oh, sorry, A. Issa at the back of the site. A lot of angles here to clear for Refresh. So not going to be an easy take by any means. And 30 seconds on the clock means he's stuck for time as well. Bondic even going to begin to rotate up connector. Issa going to hear this pretty quickly. Refresh just trying to find any kind of angle, but he checks the wrong side. I don't blame him. A great attempt nonetheless. That was a Glock round and 3 kills were found, but it won't be the ace that was needed. HellRaisers go away with their 12th.
It's the kind of moment where it's like, you know, HellRaisers are just force buying round after round. They're assuming they can just gun down the Glock players. And then Refresh gives them a necessary reality check. If you throw away that round, then you deserve to work for your win. But now HellRaisers have what seems to be a little bit of clear sailing ahead. Fragsters obviously looking to work their way back inwards as they take the tactical pause. They want to smooth out any issues before they even arrive. Make sure everyone's on the same page and get this T side rolling. It's going to be difficult, though. Remember, HellRaisers heavily favored on overpass. Their accomplishments overshadow Fragsters like a colossus.
The double AWPs in play. Fragsters with none. looking to try and bring back the heat. Woxic gets aggressive with his, but the smoke is down. I'm sure he would push round it. Angel's going to have a lot to do here in the connector. Quick play up for the T side, but only 1-for-1 trade back. And Woxic now has to watch his back because Torben's come right out and taking him down from the party. So now, an opportunity presenting itself for Fragsters with a man advantage. Maybe some aggression needed by HellRaisers to try and turn the tide of battle. Push into the B water, very common. As Starladder waits for the aggression. That actually, oh, that's awkward. So Issa walks in front of Bondik, and that kind of stops him from getting the kill. Luckily, Issa makes up for it with the wallbang, so still kept in a 3-on-3 for HellRaisers, but a lot of damage received.
Bondik's probably pissed in that moment. Like,
yeah.
Really? Missed the flick, Dragonfly. Could have been given a chance to catch Dead Fox, but instead he catches a grenade to the feet, losing some health. He sits on 45, but he's patient. And the clock's also on 45. So Fragsters will eventually have to make that move as they rotate bomb back down.
Wow.
Towards Monster. Great movement, although he cannot follow it up with the shot. Maybe Bondik catches Dragonfly with surprise, and he does. But they've already lost the B-bomb site.
Yeah, so the bomb down, Fragsters can take control and get into their post plants before HellRaisers even have the option to rotate. But Issa, a Molotov still left up. And the kit in play on this CT side, but will they expect the aggressive positioning up from Bubsky? That's going to be the big thing to worry about because it's a closed-in plant. So Bubsky's not positioned well for it. But the thing is, because it's a closed-in plant, they won't expect this position from Bubsky. This could make or break the round. He's just got to let them pass. He doesn't need to take this fight, but they already want to clear it. And Issa is ready. He overfaces there as Torben now stuck in the 1v2, trying to spray. It's Issa again. 3 kills in that round. HellRaisers take their 13th. Running away with their second half, it seems.
Yeah, really good team play there from Issa, just waiting, of course, for the opportunity to trade, but undoubtedly an overfacing from Bubsky. I mean, he's got a player inside of water, and that's the kind of position, right, that is being held where if you just peek your head over the top and you see 2 players coming, it's very easy to just fall back into the cover. And at that point, Bubsky is literally behind them. And of course, at any point, if Bubsky is faced by them, then the player emerges from water and he gets the back. Like, that was a perfect crossfire. All you needed to do was not peek, not offer up the 1v1, make sure you were on the same page in a similar fashion to the way that Bondik and Issa were, because they used that teamwork to win out on the round. And the net is the 13th for HellRaisers, 5 points above that of Fragsters. Woxic positioned on long, and he's already found his pick.
Oh, flash over. They get him, and it does. He's not going to be able to respond with that. So trade back for Fragsters is not the worst situation. Going to leave them in the favor for now. Still with the AWP on Dragonfly as well. Dead Fox has to be careful though. They just blindsided. They just walk right by. He does go for a little bit, maybe too much, and gets traded. And with Angel falling as well, this creates further issues. But luckily enough, Issa again on the site doing more damage, but only enough for 1. Leaves Bondik in a 1v2. He does rotate back in time, dropping Starvin, but this leaves just Bubsky. 5 points of health. And Bondik's trying to cut off this rotation. Bubsky's trying to run back down towards B through the connector, but I don't think Bondik's going to let him. Instead, it will be through the toilets, but Bondik still finds the kill.
Yep, solid stuff. Fast rotation, wants to get into the action. And then obviously each of those players from HellRaisers did so much substantial damage that the cleanups made easy. Next up, another round. And another opportunity for HellRaisers to close this one down. Now, Dust said 16-8. Bless said 16-9. I play with the same rules of Price is Right. So, higher number counts. I don't know, Hugo. HellRaiser closes this out convincingly. It's another gun round. Fragsters will have a solid chance. But they've also got a Molotov in their faces.
Yeah, trying to walk into B here, waiting. As soon as that dissipates, they're just going to rush it. HellRaisers are very aggressive, so they should be ready for this one to come through, but Bondik caught turning away. That is awkward, because now Issa has to step up. Him and Angel, the 2 remaining players left on the bomb site. Issa can't find a thing. Starting with another entry, but he will be dropped by Angel. Again, anchoring the back of B with 3, but it's not going to be enough. Eventually, Fragsters will run him down, and they'll get the bomb plant in for a 2-on-2.
Bubsky's getting curious as well. He wants this forward position. And Dragonfly's just been left to his own devices. Dead Fox comes in from the back. And Woxic's going to create a distraction here, but it's not fast enough because Dragonfly does clear his flank. And this is going to put it all on the Turkish player with the op from the heavens above. Deleted as Dragonfly finds a second one. Very, very well done there from Fragsters. They found another chance.
That's sick that he even catches the flank as well, because Woxic tagged him through the box when he got the bomb plant there just a little bit, which should distract him enough that he's not watching the backlines. But fantastic work from Angel on the B site, able to just hold it off. Yeah, right. Like 22 kills this game, just sitting behind Bondik, who Bondik bottom fragged last map, I'm pretty sure, or at least close to. So look at the turnaround from him.
Yeah. But this talking about turnarounds, this is what's been happening for Fragsters, right? Like, if we go back to the beginning of the first half, they win the pistol, then it's HellRaisers with 5 right away, and then finally, Fragsters make enough of the half. This anti-eco shouldn't get much, but it's already forced its way into the short side. Refresh and Bubsky start to clear the threat, so they're fine, they move forward. But point being, we start the second half, you get 2 rounds out of Fragsters, and then it's an immediate 5-round spree from HellRaisers. This is the same thing we saw when they started off on Train. It's just been early success from HellRaisers, and enough early success to pretty much guarantee them the maps. It puts Fragsters constantly fighting off the back foot, and when you're already the inexperienced and the lesser skilled team, that's really where you don't want to be. But they've shown resilience, they've shown adaptability, and they've shown the skill of at least coming back into these games.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? 10 rounds, about to potentially be 11, assuming HellRaisers don't pick up this eco win. Fragsters have a really good job of a chance actually of taking this map. Really, like it may not seem realistic, but they're getting damn close. The bomb will be dropped very aggressively. And talking of aggression, look at this flank up. Will Bubsky be ready for it? There's one reposition for the second, but there's a third as well. He hits all 3. Fragsters having a pretty simple time with these pistols of HellRaisers, so 11 will be near guaranteed. But with that, how much more can they find, Connor? Because, again, buy round for HellRaisers. If Fragsters take it 12 and then the anti-eco to 13, there's a very real chance we could be seeing only a couple of buy rounds away from Fragsters taking this map. Oh, you hate to see it.
Yeah. He thinks maybe he gets the knife. Stan says otherwise. And now we're going to have a pause, presumably from HellRaisers as they talk over what they want to do coming into this one with guns. This was all 3 headshots, too. Nice spray control. Just peppers their skulls with 7.62.
Yeah, this is definitely HellRaisers starting to feel the pressure. Tactical pause coming out, not looking as light-hearted as they were earlier, that's to say for sure. I don't blame them. This has been a pretty sizable comeback from Fragsters to make this game as close as it is, but it's not over yet. They're not quite out the woods. HellRaisers with a good buy ahead of them. But no kits. Ooh, never a fan of that, Connor. I hope you share the same sentiment. If you have a buy like this, there's no excuse to not have at least 1 kit.
Heavy grenades? But no. I do share your feelings of this situation. Ooh. Still great grenade to start it off. Bubsky never even sees anybody. And he's barely above 50 HP, but we've got a solid B-site defense being thrown forward from HellRaisers, most notably with 2 players over towards the Monster, where they've thrown down smokes now twice.
I like that deep smoke as well from Bondik, because the other one was a close smoke, so he threw a deep smoke to see if Fragsters were actually like pushed up in it and just waiting to jump through the edge, hence the jiggle peek. But no, deep smoke in, no one there from Fragsters. However, up on short, it's a different story. Dragonfly just sits here waiting for a pick, seeing if anyone from HellRaisers will face up through long. Could be an opportunity here, and you can see as soon as he finds his kill, they're just going to hit the B site instantly. Like Fragsters are going to completely execute. They've just got to find that pick that makes things a little bit easier, that takes a bit of the pressure off of their shoulders. And as utility starts to diminish on this B bomb site, with the last Molotov going through, with only a HE left up on Bondik, he's not got much life left. Double entry from Refresh, and Angel again, a big 2K, can't find the third this time. And Frags is back on the B site.
Yeah, they're going to be putting down the utility now. Molotov to prevent any kind of a peek if there was somebody there, but it's actually Woxic above in the heavens again. And Dead Fox trying to pry inwards from Graffiti. Now, we've got 2 players over towards short initially, but one's wrapping back through Monster as Refresh just looks to hold this line, and Dead Fox so blind that they really can't get this rolling. Not yet. Now with the initial smokes fading, they will try a second time. Dead Fox up close, blasts away the first, but Dragonfly responds and Woxic does the same. It is all on Bubsky. He's got the pillar and he's got the time. It's ticking quickly, but Woxic's still working his way in. He needs to get on it very quickly. He needs the shot right now, and he's not going to find it because there is no time to defuse. The kit comes back to bite them.
Exactly what we said. That's why you always have 1 kit in a full buy round, because it's so common you'll see CTs get into a situation where they have, everything nothing to play with. They get down to the 1v1, they win it, and they go, oh, there's 8 seconds left. We can't win the round. So a bit of an awkward one to lose if you are HellRaisers. Definitely should have been there around, but a great defense nonetheless from Angel and a retake from Woxic. However, Connor, they are doing it. Fragsters are getting back into this game.
1 round at a time. They've gotten themselves that much closer now. Angel, to me, is just locking down this B site. Like, if it hasn't been for his multi-frags, we get a 3K maybe 2-3 rounds ago. We get this 2K now, dishing out damage as well. I feel like it's one of the only pros I still see using the M4A1S as well. Like, to be in these kind of spray down type moments, right? It's impressive. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
But I'll be a little disappointed in HellRaisers if they're not able to close this game because they've had ample opportunities. Again, look at the scoreboard here, right? You see that Fragsters are only coming in after HellRaisers have done enough. They've established enough rounds to put themselves in an advantageous position. And also take note that HellRaisers always finish off the halves with the last couple of rounds. Now, what that means, of course, is Fragsters can get as close as they'd like. There is still 30 rounds in a game of Counter-Strike, and HellRaisers have that many still to work with. They don't have overtime secured at the least, so Fragsters are still, in fact, playing for the win. But these are the kinds of scary rounds that Fragsters need to look out for. HellRaisers with a single op on Woxic, pistols surrounding it. When you have nothing to lose and everything to gain, things can get scary.
Oh no, the closed door open. That's always a worry. Constantly see players getting caught out by that as Woxic sits back with the AWP, but it won't happen for now. Passive setup from Fragsters, and it's nice to see as well. You know, we saw that second force buy in a row on the CT side from HellRaisers after losing the pistol. That actually caught out Fragsters because they underestimated the buy of HellRaisers. We can't afford to have that happen again for these Ts. They need to be prepared for what they are about to face up against. Angel spots them on long, but he's going to just have to fall back because they could easily get rid of him there with such utility usage. They do so towards the toilets, clear that out. Work their way up towards this A bomb site. HellRaisers going for a gamble rotation, and this is the exact round you want to go for that exact stack. So 4 players on A, solo man on B, the AWP included on this upper bomb site. HellRaisers pretty well equipped so far.
Little boost up above.
Oh dear.
And Woxic with, again, that one single op. The one weapon for HellRaisers gets his impact, and Deadfox actually deals another blow to Fragsters. They've yet to deal with that sniper, but with 20 seconds, they're going to double back, and Issa's in a prime position. If he can get more than one, that'd be huge, but still, an additional kill is fantastic. HellRaisers will maintain that man advantage, and now Fragsters need to go in for the plant. Dragonfly catches Angel from behind, but oh no! The bomb's been thrown out on the ground. Fragsters not like this. There is only enough time to plant. The CTs can flood him, so he's going to go for the kills, and he does get the first. And the second, no sir. They've done it. One op and pistols is all they need.
I just, you know, I had that feeling it would happen. Again, it's so HellRaisers, right? And not only a team that relies heavily on their AWPing prowess from Woxic, but also just, it always feels like they have the chance to win those kinds of rounds. And especially when Fragsters have been climbing such a monumental comeback only to lose to that mixed bag, you know, 27 rounds into the game. That's always heartbreaking. Dear, oh dear. HellRaisers, they find map and match point here in map number 2 of Overpass on their pick. 3 rounds ahead. Fragsters, they do have the cash to play with. Again, they have picked up 4 in a row prior to that one, so there's still some money for them to buy up. But again, that just means HellRaisers have the guarantee of overtime on their heads. And even if Fragsters manage to pull this one back to OT, it's a whole nother situation. And not only that, but again, you find in overtime, the more experienced team typically clinches the victory there. So again, more things pointing in the way of HellRaisers as Fragsters still have to drag this game back from a 3-round deficit.
Got everything they could ask for in this one. Headshot initially missed from Bubsky. He's actually going to go on a bit of a tear. This is hyper-aggressive from him, and he gets punished accordingly. That is HellRaisers with an additional man advantage instantly here, Hugo.
Exactly what they need. Dragonfly, though, he will trade back. Deadfox, again caught in the toilet, seems like a repeat affair. As Fragsters now set their sights on the A bomb site, Woxic has fallen back off of long with the AWP because he now knows that they can easily work their way up through short, and even Angel's had to reposition up on the truck as well. Woxic is going to be of big impact this round. He needs to step up and get a couple of kills, or someone does. Angel looks to be that exact man, and look at this aggression up towards the BIM. Push close, trying to take the fight. Fragsters on the other side of the wall. It's all down to timing. Who will make that first move? Will Woxic have his back covered, or will he be focused on long? Torben is tagged down as a leg shot comes in from Woxic, but he receives a fair bit of damage too. Not so clean cut for HellRaisers, but there's a couple of kills coming through. Refresh opening frag. Woxic trades back, but Torben works his way out long. Issa has the back of his teammate, and now there's only 2 left for the T side.
Oh, but that grenade, it's huge. And Issa's still going to try to give cover. In fact, he goes for the aggressive peek, and he can't land that second spray. It's into the 1v1, 20 seconds, and Stound's going to double back. He is going to rotate all the way down to B. And now Bondic has the health advantage, surely. But if Stound can plant this fast enough...
What?
Oh.
No way.
Oh, this is incredible. He gets on the bomb site just in the nick of time.
Wow.
That is calculated, but Bondic's got him dead to rights. He's already got him pinned in. Bondic doesn't see the target right away, and the AK is reloaded. Stound could still hit the headshot. Absolutely not. Bondic wins it out, and HellRaisers will shut down the series 2-0. Props to Stound, however. That was a sick attempt at a clutch play.
Yeah, I was like, when he started rotating down B, I just thought, okay, that's a really good, that's clever. You know, you're going to win that surely. Bondic won't rotate in time. And then he double fakes it, like,
Ben, you got to be confident, because if you don't get back in time...
1 second wrong, Connor, and you lose that round.
Yeah, you know your whole team's thinking in the back of their head, like, really?
What are you doing?
Has he got this? But sure enough, he goes for it, and he almost is rewarded. But Bondic's just a step ahead. He's got him pinned into the corner, and I mean, it comes down to the duel, right? He even has time to reload. It's a matter of aim. Yeah. And Bondic, he'd been so good already in retaking those sites. Remember, of course, we did say that it came down to strong starts on each map from HellRaisers and always finishing the halves with a couple of rounds. This is exactly what happens here. They ultimately give 4 rounds back to Fragsters, enabling them to go from 8 rounds to, of course, 12, but then instantly it is just HellRaisers with a quick 2-round finish, and it's done for. So they give them a chance, they give them hope, only just to crush it.
And so Fragsters will now be locked down to the lower bracket, knocked down, in fact, up against Gambit, if I'm correct, as well. Yeah. So that's going to be a pretty difficult game to beat. I mean, even if HellRaisers got knocked down, I'd still be scared for them. So Fragsters now having to face them. They've already taken over one big team, that being VP, but surely they can't take down Gambit. I mean, that's a hard game to win.
That's the thing, is I almost feel for Fragsters. Like, this is a team that we said come into the event with very little LAN success. Yeah. And then it's not as though they're given any opportunities or chances in this tournament. It's like you play Virtus Pro, and then HellRaisers, and then Gambit.
3 of the best teams in the event.
I mean, tough road for them, but still impressing, right? Again, if you can convert your pistol rounds and have stronger starts yourself, then we could give Fragsters a little bit more of a praise. But you can't watch that series and not take note of the fact that they offered up all 4 of the starts they had in every single half.
And obviously, you know, you don't know how the game would have gone, but assuming Fragsters actually didn't give up all those force buys to HellRaisers, right? We could have seen them take that map. It came down so close, 16-12. You know, that's a game where realistically get rid of some of the anti-ecos, and it's Fragsters map. It's Fragsters match, maybe. Who knows? Either way, a great performance from them, but it's HellRaisers going forward in the upper bracket, continuing their streak. So we'll be handing off to the analyst desk for now, and that will be us done for the day. So be sure to tune in for both the desk in just a minute and tomorrow for the rest of the games.
5 reasons to bet on bets.net. 1. We are not a bookmaker agency. We are a betting exchange. We are fine with any outcome of the event, so we have no reason not to pay your win. The information about the bets is available for everyone in real time. We stand for fair esports. 2. Instant replenishment and withdrawal of funds. No delays, checks, and restrictions. 3. Convenient mobile app on iOS and Android. All site functionality is in your pocket. Bonuses for each user of the app. 4. More than 800,000 people trust us. We are the most visited esports bet site in the CIS. 5. All coefficients are fully transparent and the commission rate is the lowest. We play fair and square. Bets.net. Visit us.